Yeah, Liz, that fever is peaking right now here at Best Buy, or actually we're a little bit closer to Office Max because this line here that you're looking at is about 150 yards long. It wraps all the way around the building, and as you can see from our camera inside the building, they're opening the doors right now. Those people have been sitting here waiting for 40 hours as we speak. They stayed through the rains on Tuesday, the cold last night. They told me this morning that they were getting delirious, but they said it would all be worthwhile once they got those 49-inch TVs for 150 bucks. Some other shoppers told us that smaller deals were good enough for them as we checked all around town today. The detectives say that crime spree started when one of the suspects stole a car from his parents. He grabbed a friend, drove out here to the Arroyo Canal. And if you check the ground right here, you can see the path he took as he drove that car right into the canal. Those two suspects got out though, and they found their next victim about 20 yards away. All the resort really wants is more of what they have right now. A dusting of snow, some dark clouds on the horizon, skiers on the slopes, temperatures in the 20s. It's a perfect start to what could be a big season. Lauren, you can see some of the memorial here that's growing to the victim, including a couple of letters here to his family members. I talked to a couple of his kids today. They really do appreciate this show of love and support for them and for their dad. But right now their focus is really on the Fresno police investigation. They want to make sure the suspect is caught. A suspect they say is not human. Warren Albert Shikali didn't deny having this impressive haul of weapons, including 10 assault weapons, 88 shotguns, and 234 rifles. But his son tells me it was a bogus government gun grab, even though state agents say Shikali is not allowed to own any guns. Warren Diaz may actually be a free man later tonight, but he's now facing a potential life sentence for allegedly helping a meth dealer get drugs and stay undetected, all while he was supposed to be a narcotics detective.
Relate to our story some way or somehow.
As he walked the Hollywood red carpet in February and talked to Action News anchor Graciela Moreno about McFarland USA, little did Damasio Diaz know his life was ready to unravel. A couple weeks later, the Bakersfield Police Department put him on leave after a federal investigation started to reveal an alleged connection to a major meth dealer. The feds say Diaz was cheating the system in several ways. For one, by stealing cash for drug buys or stealing the drugs from drug buys. But even worse, they say he tipped off the drug dealer when police might be coming his way, even giving the guy information from a secret wiretap.
It was damaging. We don't know that anyone was physically injured as a result of it, fortunately, difficult to say kind of what opportunities were missed or how much damage was done.
Diaz was a Tulare County Sheriff's deputy years ago, but he's been at the Bakersfield Police Department for 17 years, the last 4 as a narcotics detective. The feds arrested him at the department Friday morning and removed evidence. They also plan to seize about $50,000 in cash and a home in this exclusive McFarland neighborhood. His wife and family, including a brother who works at McFarland High School, all supported him in court Friday afternoon. Along with his attorney, they still believe in him. But his chief is ready to turn his back.
I think it goes to show that sometimes the portrayal of images and good work that has happened in the past sometimes comes to what we find today, and that people aren't always what they seem.
He is and was a hero, in my opinion, and he still is the same Damasio Diaz he is.
Despite the possible life sentence, a federal magistrate ruled here about 90 minutes ago that Diaz can be a free man while he awaits trial. His attorney tells me he'll go home for the holidays and then he'll come back to court in January in Fresno. Live in Bakersfield, Corin Hoggard, ABC 30, Action News. Thad Robeck sees obstacles and he jumps them. He sees a problem and he rolls with it. So when this American Ninja Warrior contestant came home from the gym to find his 1994 Honda Civic missing from his Southeast Fresno driveway, he had a moment of anger, but it didn't incapacitate him.
You know, I was pretty upset, but I couldn't say I was surprised. It's always been in the back of my mind, you know. It's really commonly stolen car, and the way that it's been modified, it makes it a target for thieves. So
Robeck also races cars, but the Civic was his first car. and it's not really road ready. Smog problems and bad brakes have kept him from even registering the car. And that is why sheriff's deputies spotted the stolen car less than an hour after Robeck reported it gone.
Sure enough, it came back that it had expired registration. So that warranted him to try and pull the vehicle over. The driver decided to go about another block.
But in the middle of the chase, what the suspect didn't know came back to haunt him. Faulty brakes, seized up, and he had nowhere to go. Deputies arrested 19-year-old Michael Chen on auto theft charges and gave the car back to Robeck, complete with a little present.
That battery was a donation from the thief.
Robeck never kept a battery in the car because it was essentially dead. The thief added one to get it moving. Even with new parts, the car is out of commission. Unlike Robeck's ninja career, he's already submitted an application for the show's next season. Maybe a little too soon, according to one of his friends.
He said, I'm sorry this happened, but maybe it would have been great if it happened right before the submission videos were due.
One more obstacle overcome, Robeck is right back on course. In Fresno, Corin Hoggard, ABC 30, Action News. Good morning, I'm Corin Hoggard. We begin this morning with the very latest on a night of terror in Paris. The U.S. Embassy confirmed this morning that some Americans are among the injured, including at the concert venue where a California band was playing last night. ISIS is now claiming responsibility for the attack, so the French president is vowing a ruthless response. ABC's Elizabeth Herr is live in New York with the latest. Elizabeth? Next on Action News, taking back the streets. Police now stepping up patrols, but a third shooting may be connected to a double murder. Plus a bicyclist hit and killed on a Fresno County road, why the driver may not face any charges. And why the rough fire will keep a part of Kings Canyon National Park closed for several more months at the least. Action News AM Live Sunday starts now.
Number 1 in Central California. This is ABC 30 Action News, AM Live.
Good morning, Central Valley. You're taking a live look from our Fresno Pacific University North Fresno campus skycam. Some clouds up there, little blue sky trying to peek through. I'm Corin Hoggard, and we are tracking a thunderstorm making its way across the valley this morning. We just heard rain on the roof of our studios. We caught a few lightning strikes. You see them up there in the upper right-hand corner of that downtown Fresno skycam. That was from around 6 a.m. Ruben Contreras is here monitoring the storms, and he's got an AccuWeather forecast that's a little unstable this morning. Kerman High School's amazing social media campaign inviting Tom Hanks to homecoming paid off last night, sort of. For homecoming itself, each class picked a Tom Hanks movie for their float. Seniors chose Forrest Gump, juniors went with a colorful Toy Story theme, sophomores picked Big and the big piano there, and the freshmen went with League of Their Own. Hanks is on location shooting a movie, so he couldn't come, but he did record a message for the student body, which begged him to join their festivities.
I'm going to sign this, and whoever runs such things at the school can decide who this should go to. Maybe a valedictorian, maybe somebody that does something great. To Kerman High with respect. How do you spell respect again? R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Much respect to Tom Hanks for his response there, maybe not for his singing voice, but that school will keep the typewriter in a display case for everyone to see. And if you want to see Hanks' entire 7-minute long message to Kerman High, we've posted it on our website at abc30.com. I want to hurry up and just hear what Ruben has to say because it's going to sound really good. Oh, sorry, caught me dancing. I think that this forecast that Ruben's talking about here has a little something for everybody. There are a few days that I'm really going to like, and then there's a change, and we should really monitor something coming up around Thanksgiving. Now you can see from two different angles, inside and outside, those early birds that are rushing through Best Buy right now, hunting out those deals. A lot of them told me they will be able to get home in time for Thanksgiving dinner, but some of them said they'll be leaving here and going to the next store for the next great deal. Live in Northeast Fresno, Corin Hoggard, ABC 30 Action News.